Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at
Practice.
the show. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday evening, pitch practice.
The
show. My name is Mark, and I am the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
Brandon here with BKXX Enterprises, your chief business strategist and digital plumber, and then soon to be AI ClickFunnels course mastery champion. Here with you, helping you get those funnels hooked up to the internet correctly, so you have no leaky leads.
AI ClickFunnels AI champion. That would be what a title.
That would be a title. We should make it a title. I've officially made it a title. ClickFunnels AI champion. No, man, like last week we talked about the MCP and we gave a brief demo. I finally had access to it, but didn't really get a chance to play around with it. And over the past week or so, I had the chance to kind of dive in. I bought
Before you get into that, I'm sorry. Can you make sure we're live inside the group?
Yeah, I can check.
Yeah, can you do that? And if you see anything pending from me, if you could. Because I think I'm not sure if it's a connection issue on this side, but I think it's saying that we're live, but I don't see it. Just not sure if you even see anything.
I do not see it right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been another connection because it's stuck in that limbo where it's trying to connect. And let me just do a quick. Yeah, it's still stuck in that limbo where it's trying to connect. Okay. All right.
Well, I'll have to upload it later. Let's just keep her moving.
All right. Okay. Yep. So you got more access to the MCP server. We dove into it a little bit last week. All right.
Yeah, and kind of just showed what it looked like on the highest level there. You know what you got to do, add the app. But I ended up purchasing the subscription to Claude. Check that out for a couple months. I think I ended up doing the annual subscription for it because it was definitely cheaper than going month to month. And I'm going to do it and go all in on it, right? So, and I was just thinking, I was like, okay, what can my first course be? I was like, well, back in the day, I was thinking of my business growth accelerator course, and I was actually taking this course that I had and all the downloads and transcribing them into videos based on the PDFs and then uploading those one by one. And so I had it was like 50 lessons. It was super long. And I was using Descript to do it. And I think I got about halfway through it and I was like, screw this. This is too much. And so I just shelved it, moved on with it. And I was like, you know what? I got my book, Profit Secrets, which is essentially the same thing as the course anyway, just kind of I wouldn't call it a Cliff Notes version, but it still had the same details. As Russell says, like you have the different things. It's all the same thing. Well, the book, same as the course, book, etc. So I was like, you know what? Claude, here's the book. I want to create a course on this. But the problem I ran into was I gave it way too much. So with these language models, like if you give it too much, it's like trying to shove a Thanksgiving dinner down a garbage disposal. It'll eat it, but it's going to clog up the sink. It's going to be a mess. And nothing will be good. So you got to kind of chunk it out. So once I figured that part out, I got it to chunk out the course. It built the course out, all the lessons and modules. And then over this past week, I've been systematically building out the lessons. And when I first started off, I was like, man, this is awesome. It's building the lesson and things like that. And then something happened. I was like, you know what? This is kind of boring. It's like, I want these lessons to be kind of interactive, have my branding on it and things like that. And so it was like, build an interactive lesson where it has like drop downs and menus and calculators and all this kind of stuff. And it built this thing, and I was like, get the get the heck out of here. What the French toast, right? And
Mm,
I was like, why didn't I think of like this before? Because you don't know until you actually start doing it. And so it wasn't until I got to like lesson 8 of the 13 lessons that are in this course, or module 8 of the 13 modules in this course, that it was actually doing what I wanted to do. But then I ran out of juice with Claude. So I switched over to ChatGPT, and it kind of continued out. I've just been building in Chat since then, but not going to knock Claude at all. It's just that even on the paid deal, having it code all of that stuff, like it can't handle it as well as ChatGPT can as far as building out the entire lesson. What I found with Claude's HTML coding, if it does too much, it breaks it. So that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. Behind the scenes here, so to not make this too boring of a show with me rambling on about it, we're going to show you kind of live, semi-live of exactly what I just recently did behind the scenes, so you don't have to wait for everything to kind of be built out. And
mhm.
then we're actually going to do one lesson right now and show you how easy it is to vibe code with Claude or GPT, and put a lesson out there that looks absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, so that's the plan for tonight. Plus whatever else is happening in the marketing world, we'll talk about it and rock and roll. So whatever you want to do first, Mark, let me
Nah.
know and I will get it pulled up.
Yeah. So I think that just you talked about it last week. We kind of touched on the MCP server just a little bit, and we talked about it's not fully functional as of yet inside of your ClickFunnels account, and it is currently in a beta testing mode. But we have been given exclusive pre-release access, and we have been enjoying it. I think I was talking last week about just when I first heard the name MCP server, it was completely foreign to me. We talked a little bit last week about exactly what it is and what it allows you to do inside of the ClickFunnels software. And basically, I think we just summarized it as being able to connect one of the chat's AI assistant to your ClickFunnels account, where it can have access to all your information and it can perform tasks for you. If you didn't catch last week's episode, go back. We talked about some of the I think we just went through the server. We showed how to connect it. There's 2 ways to connect it. One is on a free account and one is on a paid account. And then once you connect it and it's actively running, and then you have certain tasks that you can complete. Some of the tasks are like, going through your contacts and finding out your top customers. I think there was one example where you just told it, go find my best customers and then send them a special offer. So it really allows you to do things like that. But we're moving into some of the things that it can do as far as tasks and the course creation. And just think, this is only one portion of what this MCP server allows you to do inside your ClickFunnels account. But you'll see how this is, man. What I think the most exciting thing about this for me, Brandon, is the amount of time that it can save you. Right? I mean,
Oh,
you talked about what would it
crazy.
take you to create 13 modules? And we just saw this create freaking 10 modules with us while we were waiting to come on live, right?
Yeah, so I mean, actually, it was 3 modules, 2 lessons apiece, so 6 total lessons. in 3 modules, all ready to go with images. And I think we ended up spending 20 minutes, if that. And that was just kind of, I mean, I wasn't like
Mostly
dialed
talking it
in
out.
and doing it. Yeah, we were talking and showing other things, but as I was kind of running in the background, it took about 20 minutes or less to get set up. And then once it was done, it gave me the link to the course. It gave me like next steps of what we're going to be doing and things like that. So again, like the key with using these language models into that is you gotta chunk it up. Because you can't take the whole, wad of toilet paper and try to shove it down the toilet. You're gonna clog it up, and it's just gonna be a mess. So that's what we started with here. So if you want to go ahead and just share the
Yes.
screen that's up now with Claude, and
Yeah.
we'll start with the beginning, and I'll walk through how we kind of got started.
Right, right. And just to set this up as well. So I think last week we were just kind of looking at it from a distance, but now we both actually have the MCP server connected, hooked up, actively running on the back end of our ClickFunnels accounts. Now, getting it connected is one, another thing. As a matter of fact, if you happen to get access, or maybe you're watching this video after they have released the MCP to just the wild, you know what I mean, and made it available. You can check my YouTube channel, The Mental Marketer, and I walk you through how I actually connected the MCP server on the back end. Manually. I did the free version. I know Brandon did the paid version, but there's 2 options as of today as we speak. But go check that out. And I hope this demo that we're going to do today might help you see what the power of the ClickFunnels MCP server can do for you.
Yeah, and I will say I'm terrible when it comes to creating and like documenting this stuff when I do it. So I did not create a video on how I connected it using the paid version. However, it is super simple. When you get into the MCP, there's already instructions in there on how to do it, and like I said, it's like 2 clicks and it's done. All right, so we're on the local SEO here, and I don't know if you can zoom it in at all so people can kind of see it better, but
Okay. All right. So and also to how did I do that? Okay.
there you go. All right, that'll work.
All right. And also for setup, you are inside of the Claude. Right now we're inside of
Yeah, everything happens in Claude. Like nothing's going to happen in your ClickFunnels account until later on, until you want to do your own tweaks. So everything happens in Claude, and you have to tell it what you want to do. So I told it I wanted to create a course in ClickFunnels titled "Local SEO Explosion."
Okay, hold on.
How to generate unlimited traffic for free with these simple tricks. And these have 3 modules with 2 lessons each. So from there, like it was pretty vague on what I wanted to do. So I kind of let Claude come up with it, so to speak. And so like this is the thought process, and I'm already seated with what I'm trying to do. And so this is what it's pulling out. So that's what's nice about having a seasoned language model. So you don't have to keep telling it to do the same thing over and over again. It may pull in what you want. So fire it up. Here's what we're going to do. Course structure and content. What are the 3 simple tricks? Are these the 3 modules? Do you have specific framework in mind? Google Business Profile, citation building, review generation. They're assuming it's for home service businesses. Any specific niches focus on. Lesson format, like, do you want me to create the full HTML lesson content, like the Business Growth Accelerator with your brand, colors, and elements, or just create the course structure and ClickFunnels and you'll add content later? This is the better thing to do. Just
create
create
the
the
course
structure,
structure. Okay.
and then add the content later. So the deliverables: course created in ClickFunnels with modules and lessons, full lesson content, HTML artifacts ready to paste in, cover images generated for course and lessons, all of the above. Like that's kind of asking. Depth and outcomes, what's the end result you want to achieve? How deep should each lesson go? Quick wins versus comprehensive implementation guides. Once you give me directions, it'll do what it needs to do. And I just gave it the bare minimum just for speed. You can always go back later and change it. So these are the three strategies.
So just to keep us going and understanding where you're at here. So you input the top, and that was the output that the cloud gave you, was to actually clarify with all those questions. And now this here is going to be your input, just giving it more instructions, right?
Yep. Anything with the little circle B is what I put in there. So these are the three strategies: business profile, citation building, and review generation. I wanted to create the lessons like in HTML like before. And I told her, let's start with building the modules and lessons first, and then we'll get to lesson content. Build the course in my ClickFunnels account. So it did that. Build out in ClickFunnels. These are the modules: 2 lessons, citation building mastery, 2 lessons, review generation system, 2 lessons. So it started off by creating an image for the workspace. It created the course. So you can see here.
There's the HTML, huh?
What it did. So no, this is like its own call into ClickFunnels to let it know what to build. And so it's not really building the HTML yet. It's just this is the API call into ClickFunnels to tell ClickFunnels what to do.
Okay.
So 4 steps here: course created, now build the 3 modules. So it did the same thing to build the 3 modules out. Now they're generating all the lesson images for module 1 and module 2 and then module 3. And then it created the course lessons themselves. Same thing there. And then for the module 3 lesson, same thing there. So the course structure is now complete. This is the course URL itself. And then these are the lessons that it is going to create. So this is what we're going to do next. So we're actually going to go through and do the HTML of setting up the GBP for maximum visibility. And I don't have anything to really to source and feed it. So I'm going to tell Claude to search the web, basically, and find all the tactics and all that kind of stuff. Well, that'd be for lesson 2, but at least for lesson 1, at least on how to get it set up properly. Search the web for the proper way to set up your GBP, etc., and do it in HTML. So we'll do that now here in a second. But I want to show you the actual course structure and prove that it actually built it out. So let me find that here. So sharing this tab now.
All right. So hold on. Let's get that context. Hold on. Let's show exactly where we're at. Let me just zoom out a little bit there. All right. Now we're inside of your ClickFunnels account. Is that right?
Yep, we're in the ClickFunnels account. It already made the course. I can tell you, I did not touch a single thing in my account. I went straight to Claude. I typed it, told it what to do. Boom, done. Local SEO explosion: how to generate unlimited traffic for free with these 3 simple tricks. It's kind of a weird course name, but it's there. So the module 1 is Google Business Profile Domination, and it came up with all of these titles themselves. It's I love it. Does it all by itself for you. 2 and then 3 there. And then if you dive into the lesson itself, you will see what it actually started. So it gave you a headline, but it said lesson content coming soon, because we haven't given it the lesson content to do. So we're gonna do this live, and who knows what's gonna happen, but we're gonna do it live. So I'm gonna go back to Claude.
All right. Okay. Awesome.
Back to Claude. Okay. I'm gonna tell it course structure. let's move on to lesson 1.
Create the HTML. Hold on. Let's see if I can zoom in and actually see what you're typing in there.
With the information to set up your
And just while you're doing that, it just to give you an idea of the power and how you can customize this, you can see that you can still keep your same brand colors, and you can just make sure to give the instructions to, in this case, Claude, which is the chat. Just I think the more specific you can be, the better output that you're going to get. And this you can see you can keep the brand colors and making sure that these lessons are not just some generic looking course, but very customized, excuse me, very customized, that will fit your brand, your look, your feel, and your audience will know that it's you. This is amazing. And I also want to note, in case you're watching this video after we have finished it, I'm not sure, but I hope that there's still an opportunity for you to get into ClickFunnels for $99 for just 3 months. If you haven't, if that's available, there is an opportunity. It's right there. You can click that link to take you to the area. Instead of paying $297 a month for 3 months, just $99 gets you a full 3 months of the software. And yeah, take advantage of that. It's yeah, definitely worth it. Bring that up there for you to check out. I don't even think it's pushing to the chat, but we'll have to fix that later. Oh man, not a good day for the system. What's going on now?
It's just doing its thing, man. It's coding.
Yeah, and what is doing its thing? What does that mean?
It's just doing it, man. I told it what to do. It's doing it. It's writing all the code.
Okay, that's what we
And
want to know. It's
once it's
writing the
done,
code.
yes, it's what it's doing. It's doing its thing. I told it to code it. It's coding it. And we just kind of sit here and look at it. Play a game on your phone. Twiddle your thumbs. Think about your next thing. Whatever you got to do. But
All right. But not only is it doing its thing, but you can probably go over to ClickFunnels and it's simultaneously building out these steps inside of ClickFunnels. Is that what
it
it's
is.
doing?
No. It's already built out the lessons. And so how I have it structured is like it already built out the skeleton. So now this is the information that's going in it. It's not going to build out the lesson and then do the code. Like I said, you got to chunk it. You got to chunk the steps. This is throwing the toilet paper in the toilet and clogging it up if you try to make it do this all at once.
Okay, so that's what we want to know. You just saying it's doing its thing. What does that mean?
It's doing its thing, man. That's exactly what it means. It's watching it. We're coding. And I'm just sitting back looking at it thinking, wow, I wish I knew how to do this. But I don't have to because like our math teacher says, you need to learn how to do these advanced algorithmic area under curve calculations with pencil and paper. No, that's what we got smartphones for now. We don't have to know how to do that. Look, here's what it looks like. This is what it will actually look like in ClickFunnels. So once I paste this in here, like this is what's going to show up, which is pretty cool.
Okay, so it was actually building out the lessons. Okay,
Well,
and basically,
just the one lesson.
okay, so
But I have a problem here. Is that this font color is not good? So I got to go back and tell it has to fix the font color at the very bottom, which sucks.
okay. So what I'd be interested to know, okay, so if this is not currently inside of the course area of ClickFunnels, how do you get it in there?
That's the next step. But first, we got to fix something before I do that.
And also, once we get it in there, that's fine. What say we want to make edits once it's in there?
Well, then you got to either know how to edit the code or paste it all back into the language model and tell it the edit that you want to make, and it should regenerate all of the code for you.
Okay, so you're saying that after we do this, we won't be able to edit it freely inside of the ClickFunnels software?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said you just got to know how to edit the code. And if you know how to edit the code, then it can be edited. If not, you just copy and paste the code again and put it in there to make the edit. I'll show you. Of the following is not readable.
All right, so you just told it to change it to white.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just going down to that specific line and making that change.
Mm-hmm. Boom, done. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but yeah, so it's good. All right, so now we got to go back over to the code, and we're going to click copy. I don't know what publish means. I haven't played with that. We're not going to because I don't want to break anything. I'll play with it later and give you an update on it.
Maybe that means actually put it in there.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because you have to go back in here and create a section. So we're going to add a new section, and we can actually just delete all this stuff out of here.
Uh-oh, we don't see it. We don't see it. What are you doing?
Sorry. We're sharing this tab. All right, we're back in the course. We're back in the lesson. I deleted what was there previously. This is what was here previously. I deleted it. Don't need it. So we're going to add a new row, single column. We're going to go to the miscellaneous and then hit the HTML JavaScript deal. Okay. And then here we're just going to edit the code by opening it and pasting it. And that's it. Now, if you have to edit anything in the lesson, this is where you have to know how to edit what you want to do. Don't mess with anything that's in red or yellow or has a color on it. Just don't mess with it. If you want to mess with the text, this is where you can kind of change text and things like that. If you wanted to add any additional elements or widgets or things like that, then you got to throw it back into Claude or whatever model you're doing and say, hey, I want this type of widget, and it will build the widget out and then recode everything. Okay. But like all of this stuff here, don't touch it. If it's color, leave it alone. Padding and things like that. So you can kind of mess around with this, but it may throw off your deal. And I'll show you what I mean by padding, because I did have some issues with padding. And padding is just like the space on the sides and the bottoms of things. Okay. And so some of it just didn't look right. So I did have to play with it a little bit on my other course, but in any case, font sizes and things like that are changed here. And then you have like your margins towards the bottom, but everything is built in this container. Okay. And all of this stuff here controls everything in the container. So this is not like you're in the regular editor, meaning like you can't add a row and then a column and like you do your headline here. Let's see, content, like headline. Like it's easy to change everything here, right? You can do that and build everything out. However, if you wanted to make it look cool, I mean, not saying that you couldn't make it look cool yourself, but and you don't know how to do all the advanced coding and scripting and things like that, like our guy Dan Havey knows how to do, then throw it into the language model, and if it comes out cool, it comes out cool. If not, you just got to tweak it. So we're going to save changes since we did that, and we're going to give it a minute to cook. And okay, we'll share this tab instead. And there's the big old picture. And then here we go. So it made kind of like 2 containers here. So it's kind of like a double thing, because it's kind of how what my other one's been somewhat built like. So I like it, but I don't like it. It'd be cool if like these were like clickable, but they're not. The spacing is a little bit off. So I'd have to figure out how to get this to justify everything to the left instead of the center. Because it didn't like set that up right. And then here you go. Here's the lesson. Step 1, claim and verify your Google business profile. It tells you to go to Google Maps, search for your exact business name and city, and claim it.
Are any of those clickable links?
No, these are not clickable links.
Okay.
Verify your business here. So it talks about verification, security step. And it just tells you like what you need to do. And this is the course. That's it. But again, you got to kind of fix these here to justify left. And I mean, that's about it for the cleanup.
I think I would like to, if you know, I like that. I think that if I were creating a course, I think I would, you just like you said, a little bit more dynamic, maybe add some video, maybe some screenshots in there just to give a visual representation. It's tough making doing demo videos and making courses for things because it's constantly changing, you know, and the images that you put in there or the videos that you create today, you know, they may, the whole interface might look completely different a week from, you know, a week from now. But I've done a lot of, you've done a lot of demo videos. It's nice to have something, you know, just of like visual representations. It'd be nice to see if you can add that in the, you know, when you're doing that right there.
For this, yes and no. I mean, you can still put a video at the top of this. Like this can be replaced with video, or you can put a separate section here to put video. But right now, because there's just the image in the course itself, that's all that's being put in there. So you could always do like double it up. Some people learn by reading, some people learn by video. You can always still create a video, put it at the top of the course for them to play it, and then you have the backup of the text for them to read it. So,
and then that button up there, a little bit higher, mark complete.
Yeah, it's just when after you're done, just mark complete, and that it's done.
Okay. And that was generated by, that's all in the custom, you know, in the custom coding. Okay, it's not.
No, that's generated in the course itself. Like this is it's ClickFunnels course deal. So it has nothing to do with thing. The only thing that is in the course itself that you create is in this rectangle right here, where it's shaded. Everything else, that's done by the actual ClickFunnels software.
Okay, I didn't see that in your course section though. Was that already in there in your course section?
What do you mean? What was? What?
The mark complete button. When you were built, no, not here. Not this is like the sound. This is like the preview of the page. I'm talking about in the software where you're editing it. You
No, it
typically
won't.
have,
It won't
yeah,
show up.
okay.
No, it doesn't show up there.
Okay. I understand what I'm saying. It's not something that it's not a button that you added and like because you can probably use that that custom coding and then you put it in there, but it's still you can add stuff before or after or around that custom coding thing. So if you wanted to add another image on top or some words on top of it, then you could, or if you wanted to add a button or probably or maybe even a what are those those trees that you can actually go out of the course or whatever. I'm just looking to see I'm just seeing what the AI creates.
Mhm.
And
So I mean, everything that was created was just based in, um, um, like I said. So you have the shadow here. Like this is your course area. That's it. That's all you have within the in ClickFunnels there. Now, because the builder itself is the root function of ClickFunnels, it is tied to your site as a whole, right? So like your homepage, your or your funnel hub, your blog, and everything like that. And so if you go into your site and you're putting in the code for that goes across the site for your analytics and pixels and things like that, that will flow into this course because the builder, the foundation is still your ClickFunnels account, right? So this here is a little widget that's on my site itself, but it is my AI chatbot that we've talked about before. So, you know, somebody might get curious and click this and ask a question. So who knows? But that's there. And that's outside of like the community and courses section on the back end of the ClickFunnels software, if that makes sense. I know it's kind of difficult, but you got to kind of be in it to know about it. And then for lesson 2, we haven't built that yet, but it started, at least gave a headline and then lesson content coming soon. And as you can see here, like you don't have all that shadow and shading and all that kind of stuff because again, it's not coded in, but like your course
content.
information, yeah, your content only fits within this rectangle here. And again, this is the basic course structure. This is not customized as it could be that you may have seen other ClickFunnels courses done. Um, so I don't have time for all that. So I just stuck with the basic. It works and rock and roll. Now, what I have noticed is, like before on my other course, um, there's no comment box,
Hmm.
which is interesting. But on my other course, there was a comment box.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I
Hmm.
gotta I gotta figure out if that's a feature to add or not.
Hmm. Yeah, take a look at that other page, and I think maybe you'll find out whether it's in the coding or whether it was outside of the rectangle.
No, it's outside the rectangle. Let me see. I'm going to close this lesson here and go back to um, there's no members outline. That's weird that it's not there. Oh, here's why. I didn't publish it.
Okay.
And I think that's why it didn't have it there. Let's see if it changes it. Because my other one was published, but it wasn't.
Yes, I think this is really in the early stages of it. And I think that right now we are the beta testers. So
Yeah.
we are able to provide feedback, tips, and suggestions. As a matter of fact, if you're listening out there, what are some suggestions that you might have just from what you've seen? Oh yeah, there's a comment. See, it's outside of the box. Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it's outside the box, but I don't know how the comment section ended up there, but not on my other one. But the only difference was, like, these are all still drafts, but the course itself was published. So that could have been it. It just hasn't like updated yet to put it in
Yes.
there.
What
Is my guess, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll ask Rob or somebody.
What is something that you would suggest if you've seen this? Let us know down in the comments. We can always, that's one good thing about the software is I think it's an open opportunity for you to reach out to the developers with your suggestions, comments, or what's happening when you're in there. So I think that as we get to play with it a little bit more, find out its capabilities and also its limitations, and we can just give them our feedback. And that's the great thing about the ClickFunnels software is a lot of times you can affect change in the software if you just speak up. I think there's that one email address. They probably get thousands of emails there every day.
Outreach at clickfunnels.com.
That's it.
So what I'm showing now is the original course that kind of kicked this off here, and it's my business growth accelerator deal. And as I was kind of going through it and doing it, this is how it originally came out. It was just plain text. And I was like, well, this is kind of boring. It was cool, right? But boring. And said it wasn't until I think like lesson 8 that I told it to like dress it up a little bit. And so this is actually dressed up like iteration, like alpha iteration dressed up with, the outlines and colors and things like that. And I was like, yeah, this looks good, but I think we can do better. So it wasn't until, let's see, where'd it go? No, not that one. And this was all done in Claude. Like I saw this, and that's when I got the thought of like, what if there were like drop downs and accordions? And I think it was nope. This is just scripting, and I'll probably leave most of these the same here because like it doesn't need all that kind of stuff with it with the drop downs. But I think it was this one, module 10, and I think this is where I had to jump over to GPT, and it kind of changed it a little bit. So I don't know if I'm going to like go back and fix it, whatever. But now we have clickable deals that expand, and the padding kind of gets a little screwed up. That's what's talking about padding, but and it expands it. That way you're like not scrolling forever. And yeah, just made it interactive, right? And so like that was the first part of the interaction. Right. And so it gives you the action plan. And then again, it still gives you comments down here at the bottom, which is crazy. But we got the templates. Kind of
Okay. Yep.
gotta fix that.
Okay.
Lead generation. Some took a while to do, and yeah, so you have that. But the one thing I want to show is cool, and then we'll go out of there. So for my bonuses, I have a template library, of course, with ClickFunnels, things like that. But in these courses here, some of them actually have calculators built in. So I was like, take those same calculators. I'm going to leave them as a bonus. That way you can just easily access them. And so the calculators I have here. So if you want to, say your monthly revenue is $25,000, your cost of goods sold is right now at 40% of your revenue, and you want to reduce it down to 35% of your revenue. What's that going to impact for your business? So your current COGS are 10,000, target COGS 875, monthly 15, profit jumps to 16,250, extra gross profit per month is 1,250, extra gross profit per year is $15,000. And so like that just shows you what happens if you reduce your cost by 5%. I also have price increase revenue projector. I also have lead generation ROI projector, bundle price optimizer, JV revenue forecaster. But the one thing that I really liked, I didn't actually add this in here, but the psychology of pricing. No, I don't want that.
And that's all right. And this
there
course,
it is. Go ahead.
And this course goes right along with your Profit Secrets book.
Profit Secrets book. Yep. So this one here tells you how many jobs you can lose per month. And so let's say your average deal is $2,500. It costs you $500 to do the job. You currently do 20 jobs a month, and you want to raise your prices 20%. Because why not? This will show you how many jobs you can actually lose at the higher price. So you only need 16 to maintain the same profitability. So you can lose 4 jobs, and you'll be good. So I would like to do less work and make the same amount of money. And it's most likely going to happen because this all explains on the whole thing on why that works. Okay. That's just showing you what you have. Yeah, that's it. That's the course. I'm just going to kind of continue on. I'll probably fix the other lessons as well. But love to know your guys' thoughts. Is it cool? Is it lame? Are we nerds? What are we? Love to know. And if you want to learn this stuff yourself, hit us up. Yeah, but this comment thing here, that's really bugging me that it's not on my other one.
Yes, I'm sure that as this is brand new. This is pretty brand new. I would say less than 2 months or since anyone's had access. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I would say I think it's been less than 2 months. So it is definitely still in a pre-release phase. I think there's going to be a lot more released on it. There's going to be a lot of us getting in there that actually have the access that are, going to get in there and find out, like I said, its capabilities, its limitations, and all in the spirit of just tweaking it and using this AI, this new feature to help us build faster. Definitely build faster and better using AI. It's absolutely amazing what can be done, because this same that same course, even even in its current form, maybe there are some areas that could be spruced up here, changed there, padding here and there. Look at how fast it was created. I mean, it would definitely have taken you just any person Yeah, that's a couple weeks right there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been working on it for about a week or so, about an hour a day, if that, and
And
yeah, I mean, it's taking some time. I mean, you got to make sure the outputs are right and things like that. And it takes time to sit and watch it code, as you saw. I mean, it wasn't instantaneous. I mean, it took probably a minute or two for all of the code um, to be generated, and then you still have to go back and make the slight edits. So, um, yeah, so I mean, it's good.
yes, and just to think when we were in ClickFunnels Classic, man, what a time that was.
Oh, I don't think I've opened Classic ever since I've been on 2.0, which is bad because I actually have some funnels on there that probably need to be updated or moved over to 2.0.
Yeah, just think a few years ago, man, we were doing this stuff manually. Yeah, we were doing this stuff manually, line by line,
That's crazy.
copy by copy. I don't think we even had Chat GPT. What did we have?
We didn't have anything. I mean, there
No,
were
we
there were
did. No,
there
we
were
did.
some.
You know what we
I don't.
had? Uh the OG AI, the OG copyright generator.
Yeah, there were some copyright generators
Funnel
out there.
funnel funnel scripts.
Oh, funnel scripts. Yeah, funnel scripts. That thing. It's still around.
Yeah.
It's still useful. I still use it. I'm not gonna lie. I still use it. Um,
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
helpful, but
Yeah.
not as
Talk
helpful as GPT now.
yeah, talk about the OG copywriting hack. Yeah.
Look, I still recommend that software and program because it does give you a good foundation to be able to use the language chat GPT. Because without that, like in that style, I guess, so to speak, that works in that selling style and the stuff that it generates out, using that to kind of train your language model is perfect. So I wouldn't knock that at all. Even his latest thing where he has genies and things like that, which essentially uses GPT kind of infused with um, uh, funnel scripts. Um, Jim Edwards there, like, you know, that's kind of the way to go, really. So, um, yeah, don't not knocking the product at all. It's still useful, still valuable. Um, yeah, go get it.
Oh yes.
I'll put a link in the comments on how to get it.
Oh yeah. Still log in there from time to time. Just to get some direction. Very good. All right, we're top of the hour right now. Good demo. MCP server. I think, like we said, at this point that we're recording this video, it is not widely available. But if there is, if you go through and you watch our demo, or maybe you've seen my demo on my YouTube channel, showing how to connect it, or if you need any help or anything, make sure to reach out to one of us and provide us your input. Maybe, if it's not out there to the general public yet, we can always go through our back end channels to ask those questions and get them answered for you. I think in the daytime crew, we're the nighttime crew, but the daytime crew, I think Dan and Madison have been really going through it. And I think once you get in there and you start seeing what you can do with it, that's when all these, the treasure chest of opportunities, just the ideas just can flow, and see exactly what this server can do. I'm wearing this beanie today. It's probably about 80 degrees out, but it is in remembrance of those that are going through all the cold weather right now.
It is cold up here.
You guys having snow?
No, no snow, just rain.
Yeah, so we're already at that point where next week is Thanksgiving.
I know, it's crazy. Where's the year gone?
Yeah, it's already that next week is Thanksgiving. And you know what Thanksgiving means is right after that is going to be Black Friday. And from this point forward, it's really an opportunity to if it's your slow season, it's a time for planning. If it's a season where anywhere you could take advantage of, the buying season, the cheerful season, then you should have those campaigns out there rolling. You should have those campaigns out there working. Yeah, yesterday.
Well, yeah, I mean, you should have started 3 months ago because it takes 90 days for anything to really get traction anyway. I mean, I've already started seeing Black Friday deals, which is kind of crazy. But they were planning on those things way before, um, way before they even started launching them.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And so it is that time of year. So next weekend will be our Thanksgiving episode.
It will. Are we going to be eating turkey or what?
I think I'm gonna have some turkey this weekend.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have some turkey this weekend. I'm gonna do, I think sort of a Thanksgiving, a little bit out of town this weekend, and then that's probably gonna be my majority of Thanksgiving. I don't know if I'm gonna actually do anything on Thanksgiving Day itself, but I'm sure I'll find somewhere to eat. I'm sure I'll be somewhere, but I'll be traveling up to Houston, where there's got some family there, and yeah, and and then maybe I'll get into the gym afterwards. But that's it. You got, you got anything else? Yep.
That's it. I'm just going to finish this course up. I'm actually going to be giving this deal away because I need some auditors of it to go through it and leave me a review of it. So if you're interested in at least checking it out, seeing what the information is about, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. I'll send you the link to get it registered, and you can go through it, leave me a review, and let me know how terrible it is or how good it is, and if it actually helped you out in taking your business to the next level. Now, it is designed primarily for blue collar trades, home services, but the principles stay the same. All the examples are going to be reflective of those businesses. So that's who I'll be kind of pushing it towards. But if anybody else wants to, give it a cruise through, let me know.
Awesome. All right, then. Hit us up. And remember, 3 for $99, 3 months, $99. ClickFunnels right now. Don't think about it. Do it. thementalmarketer.com/3 for $99. That's it. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see